y'all. We don't have to do the whole bad drama of the future that's written about in various spiritual literature and people predicting or people imagining how bad it's going to be with the whole, I don't want to say the words, but you know what I mean. The people the bad leaders or the bad people who might want to, oh wow, look at those clouds over there. Isn't that nice? Wow. I love this place. I'm here at Gaia Sagrada. But we don't have to do that. Do we? If enough people imagine that our future, at least the immediate future, is going to be really tough and really hard and really messy, then we're going to manifest that. What if we imagine a graceful transition, a graceful paradigm shift? And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, right, sure. It's got to be messy or humanity's not going to wake up. And I've caught myself having those thoughts and feelings too, and imaginings, and thinking, okay, well, there's just no way humanity can do this without hitting rock bottom. But maybe it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe the four horsemen don't have to come and do their thing. Maybe there doesn't have to be this huge, crazy drama with humans being harmed and everybody having a hard time. And I mean, it looks like we have to go that direction right now, right? I mean, obviously it's looking like that because, well, I mean, maybe humanity is a tough nut to crack. Humanity is quite the drama queen, pardon my saying. But that doesn't necessarily mean maybe we shouldn't try to make this paradigm shift in a graceful, beautiful way. Maybe it could be rather nice. Could it be possible that maybe we could make this transition in a peaceful way that doesn't scare the crap out of everybody and doesn't make everybody struggle and cry and suffer? And is there a way? Oh, wow, look at this cloud. I just had to show you that. Aren't those pretty? Wow. I always get distracted making these videos because there's so many pretty things to see along the way. Anyway, and I just love clouds that light up at sunset. Anyway, I'm just putting out the idea that maybe we can make it a little less tough. Maybe it doesn't have to be quite as bad as we're thinking. Maybe it doesn't have to be quite as dramatic. Maybe it doesn't have to be quite as scary or distressing. I find myself going back and forth, so I can't say I'm holding this vision all the time. Sometimes I have that hopeless feeling like, this whole thing is just going to hell in a handbasket and humanity's a hopeless case. And it isn't possible for humanity to do this gracefully. It just has to be messy. I find myself manifesting this in my thoughts too. So maybe if there's enough of us who try to manifest a peaceful way through this, then maybe it could actually be a better transition for humanity, and the paradigm shift doesn't have to be so dramatic or difficult. And, maybe I'm dreaming that humanity could do this as an en masse in a better way. But here's the thing. Even if it doesn't work en masse and it doesn't make humanity better off in its transition, at least it will be for you as an individual. I'm planning on making it as peaceful a transition for myself as it can be. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's a challenge. There's not a lot of finances, and there's not a lot of this and that, and not a lot of socializing, not a lot of friends can hang out, not a lot of family. I miss my family. I miss my friends. I miss all that too. And I miss having work. I haven't had work for a while. And, well, I've got UMS, but, that's bare minimum. It's pretty low, what I make. But it's enough since I'm here in Ecuador, so that makes a difference. If I was in the States, it wouldn't be enough. But I'm just saying maybe we could make it for each individual self, those of us who are thinking in this way and watching this video, maybe we can make it less dramatic for ourselves, and it doesn't have to be so terrible. It doesn't have to be so difficult. It doesn't have to be so dramatic. It doesn't have to be such a struggle. Although this walk is turning out to be a struggle. Boy, look at what the rain did to this road. Wow. Man, I'm walking on all kinds of lumps and stuff. I think we're going to need to get the plow in here and see if we can smooth it out at some point. The rainy season was supposed to be over, but we got a big hailstorm for Christmas. Quite the adventure for Christmas. And the electric went out for a day, and then went out again the next day. But anyway, so, and all the roads are pretty demolished right now. And they had just graded the road. I feel bad for them. Ecuador, they have to redo it now in many places, I'm sure. But that's what I'm thinking for you, for myself, for each of us as individuals, that we try to make this transition as smooth as possible. And we do that by imagining a smooth transition. We do that by believing in a smooth transition. We do that by acting as if it's going to be a smooth transition for us, and is a smooth transition. It's all in the imagination is where it starts. Oh wow, look how much, wow, this came down and covered all the grass that was here. Okay, I'm heading right back up. Gotta get this exercise in. Exercise keeps us young. Exercise keeps us healthy. Don't forget to do your exercise. That helps your mood a lot too. It helps it so that maybe this doesn't have to be a difficult transition for you, because you're exercising and keeping your dopamine levels high. Exercise gives you all the high chemistry that you get in your body, and that's non-substance induced. But let's all try to make this a smooth transition. Let's try to make this gentle on ourselves. Let's try to make this gentle for each other. Let's be gentle with each other, and see if maybe some of that could spill over for the mass consciousness reality, so that it could be a little easier for everybody, not just ourselves. Let's kind of imagine this loving, beautiful transition energy spilling over to everybody else, not just us. All right, get your exercise in, get those dopamine levels up, and that'll help you envision a peaceful transition a little more easily. Okay, over and out.